Yeah.
You did. Yeah. You was trying to be funny with that, right?
No, I'm dead ass.
No, he was dead ass serious.
My goodness. The answer is hell no.
I mean, that's what we ran into. Caressa said absolutely.
Oh.
I feel as though you can. I really do feel as though you can. There's just, I don't know. I feel like the same way men can have sex with a woman and not feel a connection, women, we can do the same thing too. So it's not every guy we sleep with, we're going to be attached to them. There's some people, honestly, we're better off as friends than we are as romantic partners. I'm just saying.
Two things can be true at the same time. Because you could definitely say that and believe it. But the reality is sex has always been and is supposed to be a sacred. So when it does happen, that's something that's like I don't know how to like describe it, but it's not something that it just happens and it's like you're going to the bathroom. You just take a pee and you be like, okay, it's done with and over with. It's out of my body. Because no.
Yo, Becca, a friend, right? Mm-hmm. You got a dude that you friends with, but you smash. What happens when you get in your next relationship?
He's gonna be with you.
Can he come to the cookout, Caressa? They say your man say, who want a hot dog? You fuck around and say, I love hot dogs. This nigga say,
good Lord. I would say it depends on the friend and how deep it was with that friend. If it's a friend that we were just, we just hooked up a few times and it wasn't nothing, then sure, he could come to the cookout. But if it's somebody that I dealt with for some time and we built a bond or a connection, like, nah, he wouldn't be invited.
Yeah.
In my opinion, if a woman messes around with a man and she still keeps him around, even if they're not dating, they're not in a relationship, and she keeps him around, there's a chance she may mess around with him again, if we're going to be honest. Especially if she gets into a new relationship. Now, if she's single and, they're still cordial, no bad feelings, no bad blood, that's one thing. But if they fucked around and they're still in contact, and one of them gets into a relationship and they're still in contact, that's someone they can always mess around with, if we're going to be honest. So if a man finds out that his woman, his new girlfriend, his new wife is still talking to people, let's say it's not baby daddy, let's say they don't have a kid, that's different because, they have a kid that they have to talk about, they have to come together for the baby, for the kids. But if they have no kids together, they used to fuck around, they're not in a relationship, now they have both moved on and they both keep those people around, those are people they could potentially cheat with because clearly they like something about them. That's why they kept them around, in my opinion.
It's just a conflict of interest. Like, I don't know, somebody waiting.
So you saying if it's not deep, he was deep in you though. It's the same thing. It's deep enough.
Wow.
Like for me, I mean, I look at it differently in the sense of, like I said, people, like, we're all adults. We're all capable of having sexual intercourse with someone and not attaching to them. In my opinion, I think that's a misconception. I feel as though not everyone that I have sex with, I attach to them. Men can wake up the next day like nothing happened. I feel as though I could wake up the same day like nothing happened too.
Motherfucker.
Back to being cool, we could be friends. I mean,
you can, but you also can go back in the bedroom whenever y'all want to. Would you agree to that?
I agree. I agree.
Chris, you just saying anything, kind of.
No, honestly, I do agree.
Not because
it's all based on the connection and the experience that you have with that person. So you may move differently for one person than you would with another person.
But what if you with your man? I'm sorry, I'm off camera. Y'all already know I'm with the baby. But what if you're with your man? You have sex with your man, but then he didn't do something that you like that the other man did. But because you're still friends with this other man, you're fiending for that, whatever the hell he was doing with you. It's right. It's certain things that it's just a connection you're gonna have with him. So it's kind of like, why would you play with fire?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never had that happen where I've moved on in a relationship and I still desired another man So I don't know. Not to say it's not possible, but I've never experienced that.
So you said she not bugging? Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just talking on the point where she could possibly like move on from having like an intercourse with this person, like nothing happened. I mean, it could happen, but I just think I'm not sure on who behalf, if it's the man or the woman, but I feel like it's the reason why they're doing it. Like it's like one is either waiting for the other or one is manipulating the other. Like that's how I feel. Like, so, I just don't think it's just for the friendship.
So why are you even giving it credence if you know there's some foul play at play?
I mean, I would just give it one little thing that she said. I mean,
come on, brother.
I didn't want her to think she was crazy on that one thing. But for the overall aspect, oh no, for sure it's some foul play.
Yeah, I think the days of women being attached to a man just because they slept with him, those days are gone. If you guys remember 20 years ago, maybe even 30 years ago, I'll say 20, even 15 years ago, 15 years ago, if a man and woman slept together, that would almost lead to a relationship. It was unspoken that if you have sex with somebody, you guys are going to be together. But in 2026, women are moving like men. Because, back in the day, some players, if a man slept with a woman, it didn't mean that he's going to get attached to her. But women, back in the day, if they slept with a man, they were going to just be attached to him. But these days, maybe because, they sleep with so many men, so they lose that attachment. But the days of a woman getting attached, so maybe that's why they are able to have friends with benefits. Because guys, think about it. 50, 60 years ago, women never had friends with benefits. Just a guy they just call for a booty call without being attached to him. Women only slept with men they really liked. But 2026, they have 4 or 5 booty calls, 4 or 5 friends with benefits.
And Chris, I have a quick question for you.
Go ahead.
Do you believe that if men could have sex with as many women as they want to, that women could do the same thing?
No.
I think with women, whatever we decide to do with our bodies is left up to us. So I know certain women who they enjoy sex, and sex is a pleasurable thing for them, the same way it is for men. I also do believe a lot of women, we're not honest about, number one, our body counts. We're not honest about the fact that we do enjoy sex too. And I think with women, oftentimes for us, we make the talking point is like sex is like, it's like I'm waiting for my husband and I don't have a pass, pretty much. And I think a lot of women, we try to make it seem like it's a bigger deal than what it is. So I'm not saying that most women are out here whoring, but what I am saying is, women are out here enjoying sex as much as men are too. So men, obviously, it seems to be a societal norm for them and it's more accepted, but women are out here doing the same thing. I have a lot of female friends too, and this is part of the girl talk. Like, this is things that we talk about. Like, when we're out hanging out, I may have a friend who may meet someone and, the other friend is going to be like, girl, you going home with him tonight type thing. So it's not unheard of. I just feel as though because society judges that as something that a woman shouldn't be doing, it's looked down upon. So that's why more women don't talk about it. But women are out there, they're doing it.
That doesn't make it right.
So you do believe that they can do the same thing. I know, like you said, they can, if they feel like it. So I just want to make sure I'm hearing you correctly. You're saying.
Back hold on. Hey, Caressa, pardon me 1 second, please. I need to talk to Rebecca real quick. Yo, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
This is not one of them days you can be diplomatic and tread lightly.
Okay. All right.
You already done asked your clarifying questions. It's time to tell her what you want to tell her.
Okay.
All right. Enough is enough. Did you bust out that shell tonight? You heard?
I'm gonna try.
I love you, John. My bad, Caressa. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I didn't hear what you said, Caressa. So if you could repeat yourself.
No, I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought. But pretty much the point that I was trying to make is I really do feel so women enjoy sex the same way men enjoy sex. It's just, it's not a societal norm for us to brag about it, talk about it, but we enjoy it the same way.
Yeah, you enjoy sex with one man. That's the difference. Men enjoy sex with multiple women. But I get it. She's saying in 2026, women enjoy sex with multiple men, which wasn't the case. So that's why it's frowned upon. Actually, the reason it's frowned upon is because sex comes easy to women. You just have to stand there and men are going to approach you. But as a man, for a man to sleep with 10 women, he literally has to approach 1, 2, 3. And it's not a guarantee because he's going to get rejected 9 out of 10 times anyway. For a man to get sex, it's very hard. For a woman, it's very easy. So if you compare yourself to a man, you're missing the point that sex comes so easy to you, which means you should try to limit who you sleep with. I mean, at the end of the day, you open your legs and then the men come in. So if you're saying you want to sleep around like men, I don't know.
Just because we enjoy something doesn't mean that we should indulge or in gluttony, basically, and be greedy and
exactly
destroy ourselves in the process. I think that's what happens when we allow ourselves to sleep with whoever and deny the fact that it does affect us differently than if a man was to sleep around as well. Regardless of how much we would deny ourselves and say, no, we could do this, no, we could do that. Because if you don't feel a way for the man, why are you having sex with him in the first place?
Yeah.
I would say physical attraction. I don't have to love you to sleep with you.
Wow.
I just have to be physically attracted to you, pretty much, is what the argument would be for that.
Wow. Guys, we're cooked.
I guess I'll
yeah, I don't think that should be the only determining factor. I'm very steadfast on that. Is like, you don't, just because you're attracted to somebody, there's a lot of attractive people. Doesn't mean that I want to sleep with all of them. Exactly. Or that I want to be with all of them. And I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but if you're saying physical attractiveness is all it takes,
that's what she's saying.
That's not much.
Right. But again, because we're talking specifically about having sex with somebody, in order to physically have sex with somebody, loving them is not a prerequisite to have sex.
It should be, though. That's the point. We have changed it to the point that you just look at someone, you like them, you fuck them. You don't know nothing about them. You don't know their STD status. You don't know how many baby mamas they have, how many baby daddies they have. You don't know what they're about. You don't know their character. You find them attractive. They're tall, dark, and handsome. You fuck them. The woman has a big booty. You fuck her. So we have changed the standards around.
But it goes back to like the show the other Tuesday ago, whatever. It's 2025. Like in 2025, this is what people are doing. Like, yes, we want to live the righteous way, and I'm all for it. But a lot of people just like to do sexual shit and just don't care about it. And that's
we just gotta say it, man. We gotta let the hoes hoe. Right?
I guess.
At a point we can't save everybody. But I'm just gonna say it. Caressa, what you saying is whore behavior.
Yeah, pretty much.
2025, it justifies whore behavior, right? That's just what it is. And as long as y'all accept that, then we good to go. I don't want to hear nobody acting like they not that if they that. Just say that too, right, Saab? You're gonna say it's 2025, say that, listen, I'm going to be doing whore shit, or I'm gonna be a whore in 2025 because it's socially more acceptable, and that's what I want to do. You got to say the whole sentence.
Okay. So why is a woman considered a whore if she enjoys sex? Like I said, if she doesn't, let's say she's not in love with she doesn't need to be in love with everybody that she has this physical thing with. Why is it that she's a whore? Because she's pretty much enjoying herself. If she's being safe, if she's not dealing with nobody's husband, why would that be a problem? Why would that be frowned upon?
What does safe have to do with anything? You think you're supposed to take more dicks because they have contraceptives? You think that's what that means?
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if someone chooses if they see someone that they feel as though they want to share a moment with, why is that frowned upon? Why is she automatically labeled a whore if she's doing something that, I mean, humanly, that's in our nature to have sex. It's pleasurable for a reason.
With one
person. You're having sex with multiple men because he was pretty, right? That has no intention for you. You don't even know his middle or last name.
That's
just whore behavior. And if you continue to do that, you will be a whore in that instance. So if a man continues to have sex with multiple women with no intention, he's a whoremonger. Same thing, right? You just got to say it, right? So, Caressa, it's better if you think that that's how women should move, just to say it. And you'll feel better about it. That's the first thing about AA, right?
All women.
No. But I'm saying, but take this walk with me. The first rule of AA is to admit it. Y'all got to stop acting like it ain't what it is. That's all I'm saying. If you say that, and we can move on.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have an issue with women sleeping with as many men as they want, as long as when they are tired of being in the streets, let's say whatever age, 40, 45, as long as when they get to that age, they don't ask God to give them a good man. They don't ask God to give them a man who doesn't sleep around. They don't ask God to give them a man who's going to wait till marriage for them to have sex. Because they do all this BS and then find a good man and make him wait for sex. Yet they didn't make these other guys wait for sex. They find a good man, make him take them to 10 dates, but they didn't ask the other guys they were sleeping with to take them to even a coffee date. As long as they don't do that, try to manipulate the good guy, they can sleep with whoever they want.
I honestly feel as though there definitely is that double standard when it comes to sex. And to be honest, women are not talking about it because they don't want to be judged for it. But women are out here having sex just as much as men are. It is what it is. I'm keeping it real. I'm just being honest.
We know.
And I feel as though, like I said, if that's what they choose to do, that's what they choose to do, as long as they're being safe about it. I'm like, why should a woman be labeled just because she's enjoying herself the same way a male counterpart would enjoy himself as well?
I got a question.
Well, Saul was trying to say something too. Listen, we understand that y'all are behaving, right, in a way that is unbecoming, right? It makes you undesirable and it makes you defiled. But you want to accept that, right? I'm saying just finish the sentence. We understand it's been prostitutes since time immemorial. That ain't nothing new, right? But those women were labeled and slotted. We just saying make yourself known so the women that want to be wise, we can easily identify.
That's what I was saying too. Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
So are you saying a woman can't be a wife if she's had a past history with multiple men?
She can't
be. I think she's gonna be hard pressed.
Eligible to be a wife if she's had a past.
I think it's gonna be hard pressed for her to achieve that, right? Because comparison is the thief of joy, right? There women that are wives are even saying, hey, there's a nigga waiting in the wings. They got this money to get out, emergency funds. So what it happens is, so even like I'll take myself, right? So when I was a whoremonger, right? Now we get this appetite that is hard for one woman to how you say, like quail. What's the word I'm looking for? Like hard for her
to be satisfied.
Satisfy the appetite, right? You know, that's what happens. There's residual effects to that type of activity. So when we sitting out here trying to act like we just being disingenuous.
And also, and this is why I said, as a man dating in 2026, if you think, because I know some of you guys feel that you have the biggest mutombos out here, you have the best sex game, you're going to do everything nobody has ever done to her, you're lying to yourself. In 2026, if you're trying to please a woman in bed so you can keep her, so she doesn't leave you for the next guy, you know, you're watching all these porn videos and tricks and things and trying to please a woman. If she's not a virgin, you're wasting your time. There's no amount of money, maybe money could try to keep a woman in 2026. But if you think sex is the reason that's going to keep her around, because I know some guys on the internet try to say, oh, you're going to make her come and do all these stuff. Men have already done that to her, and she still didn't stay. What makes you think because you go 5 hours nonstop in the bedroom that she's gonna stay? Those days are gone, man.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Saul.
And no, I was actually, you took the first part of my little speech I was going to give. So yeah, I agree with the first part. But I don't think that it's like that they don't want to. I feel like some people honestly don't be knowing. So when you throw like these terms, defile or like automatically slide them as a hoe and stuff, it is like a shocker because it's like we're not used to having the Bible or like these, you know, like, I don't know. But it's just like once you hear it, it's like, okay, no, I don't understand it. But then when you actually break it down and then you see the reason why and the like, you know, the definitions and shit, it's like, oh, okay, I get it. And you do want to change, but it's just like some people just don't know.
Don't know what, Shaw?
Like
they do.
They do, but I don't think y'all understand. It's okay, so I'm not gonna say I don't think y'all understand. But like it's easy to get trapped into this bullshit like the Matrix without really even knowing it. So if you really don't have like conscious people around or
once upon a time not long ago I was a hoe and I'm admitting it, I won't take it back because I did this shit. I was a hoe and I'm admitting it, I won't take it back because I did this shit.
You know what? I don't mind the song. I respect women who accept that they are for the streets rather than the ones who try to pretend. I respect those women more. I respect the women who come out and talk about the fact that, you know, they used to be for the streets. They're not trying to talk about it and comparing themselves to men. If a woman accepts that she was for the streets and she used to be in the streets, she had multiple men, I respect her for being honest, because most, especially to the new guy, but how many women, when they're tired of streets, being for the streets, tell the new guy, the good guy who's trying to get married to them, who's trying to marry them, how many of them are honest enough to tell him that, hey, listen, I know you want to make me your wife, but I used to be for the streets. I used to have threesomes. I used to have trains run on me. How many women do that? Very few women.
That used to be the vibe in the dollar party. But yeah, I don't know him. Like should be happening. But I don't think
all I'm saying is say it. Say it.
Some people like being a hoe. Yeah, some people like being a hoe.
Just say it out loud. Don't try to say double standard this and double standard that, because a double standard argument is pish posh, right? We know that people enjoy double standards on both sides. There's a reason why women leave their wallet at home when they go to the club or go on the first date, right? So don't complain about double standards now conveniently. Let's throw the double standard argument away.
Anyway, man, shout out to this might be risky. I'll put the link down below.